Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, my group members want to explain about inverter and cycloconverter. Okay, this is my group members. So, my name is Nonisha Atirah binti Azmi. My matric number is 13DEM 19F1007. Next is Nur Atirah binti Yusli 1003, and the last one is Nur Fatin Alia binti Muhammad Azam 1047. Now we start our description with the first title in this slide, which is inverter.
Inverter DC to AC. Function is inverter convert DC supply into AC output. Next, convert DC to AC power by switching the DC input voltage or current in a predetermined to generate AC voltage or current output. Okay, next, a DC to AC converter known as inverter. Okay, before that, I want to tell you two types of inverter. First, single phase half bridge. Second, single phase full bridge. Okay, we group choose like a single phase half bridge inverter. This is circuit diagram of single phase. Okay, let's explain how to draw a circuit diagram. Draw to our DC inverter. First, we draw DC supply. First, okay. Second, capacitor. Capacitor symbol from C1 and C2 the same length. Okay, then draw the diode and transistor symbol. List them all circuit diagram. Last, we put the load at the end of capacitor to the end of the transistor. Okay, that's our finish to draw and label the circuit diagram of single phase half bridge.
I will presenting about three-phase to single-phase cycloconverter. The three-phase to single-phase CCV is also similar to the single-phase to single-phase CCV. But in here, the input voltage is a three-phase supply and the output voltage is a single-phase supply with variable frequency. The circuit also looks very similar, except we will need 6 SCR in each set of rectifiers since we have to rectify the three-phase AC voltage. Again, the gate terminals of the SCR will be connected to the control circuit for triggering them, and the same assumptions are made again to understand the working easily. Also, there are two kinds of three-phase to single-phase CCV. The first type will have a half-wave rectifier for both positive and negative bridge. And the second type will have a full wave rectifier as shown above. The first type is not used often because of its poor efficiency. Also, in a full wave type, both of the bridge rectifiers can generate voltage in both polarity, but the positive converter can supply current only in the positive direction. And the negative converter can drain current only in negative direction. This allows the CCV to operate in 4 quadrants. The 4 quadrants are negative V and negative I, and positive V and negative I. Negative V and negative I. In rectification mode, and positive V, negative I, and negative V and negative I in inversion mode. Okay, then for the principle of operation of cycloconverter, The equivalent circuit of a cycloconverter is shown in figure below. Here are two-quadrant phase-controlled converter is represented by a voltage source of desired frequency, and consider that the output power is generated by the alternating current and voltage at desired frequency. The diodes connected in series with each voltage source represent the unidirectional conduction of each two-quadrant converter. If the output voltage ripples of each converter are neglected, then it becomes ideal and represents the desired output voltage. So, the principle of the cycloconverter is described below by using single-phase to single-phase cycloconverter. A single-phase input cycloconverter is shown below for A 50 Hz, for B 25 Hz, and C 20.5 Hz single-phase input to single-phase output cycloconverter is shown below. Rectifiers converter from single-phase of three-phase AC to variable DC voltage. Choppers convert from DC to variable DC voltage. Inverters convert to DC to variable magnitude, variable frequency single-phase or three-phase AC. Cycloconverters convert from single-phase or three-phase AC to variable magnitude, variable frequency, single-phase or three-phase AC. A cycloconverter is having four transistors divided into a positive and negative bank of two thyristors each.
Okay, so now I want to continue for cycloconverter. What is the function of cycloconverter? Cycloconverter converts a constant voltage, constant frequency AC waveform to another frequency AC waveform. So, this process known as AC to AC conversion. So, advantage cycloconverter is direct frequency conversion. Cycloconverter has two types. For the first, single-phase to single-phase cycloconverter, and the second, three-phase to single-phase cycloconverter. For our group, we choose a three-phase to single-phase cycloconverter. Okay, this is circuit diagram for a three-phase to single-phase cycloconverter. Okay, now I want to invite you all to draw back the circuit diagram together. Let's.
Okay, first you draw three pairs SCR. Next, you draw three more pairs SCR near this side, but the SCR is pointing down. Make sure you draw the load in the middle. And then you label 1, 2, 3. Then you make a line starting from number 1, 2, 3 as a B, C. And you connect 1 to 1, 2 for 2 and 3 for 3. And done!
Okay, for the last slide is principal operation. Both positive and negative converters can generate voltage at either polarity, but the positive converter can only supply positive current and the negative converter can only supply negative current. That's all. Thank you.